Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to Toasty TCG. Today I wanted to discuss all the events of April 2020, just like I did during March 2020. Just everything that's happened this month involving mostly the TCG, but we will be discussing a little bit more of the OCG than we did previously. So to get right into it, on April 1st was the full release of Master Rule 5. For those of you who have not heard about it or are not sure how it works, you can now place your Fusion, your Synchro, and your XD monsters in your main monster zones again without the use of link arrows pointing to them. So you don't need to use the extra monster zone to be playing Link, to playing all your extra deck monsters. Pretty much you're not forced to play Link monsters any longer. But do keep in mind they are still very good cards, so make sure to continue playing the ones that you feel are most beneficial for your deck. But also Pendulum monsters did not receive that same treatment. They're still subject to the rules that Master Rule 4 put on them. So your leftmost and your rightmost spell and trap zones are your Pendulum scales, and you do need link arrows to summon your Pendulums from your extra deck. Now, moving on to April 2nd, Konami announced a full hour Rise of the Duels preview video discussing the set, showing the cards, and that date was slated for April 9th, but we'll discuss that later. Then April the 3rd was the reveal of some Darklord and some Frightfur support that will be revealed in the Rise of the Duels set. If you're interested in any of those, I have linked a few card reveals, a few deck reveals in the description below, so be sure to check that out. If you're interested in anything that I mentioned, the links are in the description below. Now, moving on to April 4th, the Eternity Code release has been delayed until at least June. So that means everyone over in TCG, we won't be getting the date that we imagined we would be getting it. Now, moving on to April 7th, we have a bit more to unpack here, because this is where Konami has released a lot of information regarding future event postpones and everything being cancelled. So the 2020 Worlds event has been cancelled, the Rise of the Duelist preview video was cancelled, the Duel Links events in general have been either delayed or cancelled. It was a very vague statement, so it's not really a lot to work from. It's best to assume that the events are just delayed, being that Duel Links is all virtual, and you don't really need to do anything in person for Duel Links. And Konami actually suggests that you do remote dueling. I'm going to put a picture up to show you guys what it looks like, and it really seems a bit ridiculous because we have all these other simulators, whether they're not Konami official, it really doesn't matter. It's really the best way to go about dueling online. What Konami shows here is you have an iPad or an iPhone to see your opponent's field, and you have another phone to record your field. It looks like a giant mess. It's just kind of incoherent. No one's gonna do this, unfortunately, but Konami is trying, I suppose. They could put out a free virtual simulator. It would cost them nothing, I imagine. It would probably just be the best option overall. They don't even have to, keep it up forever. They could take it down once the pandemic has ended and people can go back to events again. It's just something to hold the player base over. They made a suggestion, and I don't really support it. Now, everyone who qualified for any sort of 2020 event, they will qualify for the 2021 version of that event. So if you qualified for your Nationals, or somehow your Nationals has already been over and you qualified for Worlds, you're actually going to qualify for the 2021 version of that event. Then YCS Pasadena, which I believe is scheduled for May, has also been postponed or cancelled. Once again, it was a very vague statement, so there's not too much to work from there. Then Konami encourages you that you contact them on social media regarding any questions. That means Twitter, Facebook, or the official Konami website, where you can find the help support email at I believe it's near the bottom of the page. You'll be able to find information to contact them. But moving on to April 8th, the Divine Beast support and Jinzo support was revealed, meaning it's never been easier to defeat the Pharaoh and rule the world. So once again, all those new cards and reveals are in the description below. It's all been sorted out based on what reveal we're talking about. You'll see at the bottom there's a link for Darklords, there's a link for Frightfurs, there's a link for the Marik Cards, a link for the Fossil Cards, and just everything that I'm mentioning at the moment. Then also the Megaton 2020 information has been revealed and confirmed that we are going to be getting the Red Eyes Dragoon to the TCG once the Megaton 2020 comes out. Then in April 9th, I'm actually spoiled it a moment ago, the anime exclusive archetype for Fossil has been revealed from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Then in April 10th, there was the reveal for the Dogma archetype, as well as some really cool concept artwork that I'm about to put up, just so you can look at it. I think it's really neat. It just shows two of the main characters for the card's lore and how they were designed, so that's pretty cool. Then up next, there's the reveal for the new Chaos Ruler, the Chaotic Demonic Dragon. I'm going to put this card up now as well, so you guys can look at this. This card is incredible. You summon it, you look at the top 5 cards of your deck, and you add a light or dark monster to your hand. Keep in mind that this card is generic as well. It's just a generic level 8 synchro, one of the easiest level synchros to make, and it has a very powerful effect. And also in the grave, you can banish light and dark monsters from your grave to summon it back to the field. Then with the Rise of the Duelist release, Konami has also revealed a new holographic design, as well as an update to the very classic Ultimate Rare design. So I'm going to put those images up as well. There's the new holographic image, the new Ultimate Rare, and what I believe Gaia is the Starlight design. So I'm going to put all 3 of those up for you guys to look at, so you can see the new rarity, the Starlight rarity, and the Ultimate Rare redesign. Now, before that we wrap everything up, I just want to mention to make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, in the description below where we have all the information linked, you can find our Facebook page, so make sure to check that out, give that a like so you can stay updated to pretty much all the videos I have planned coming out. And if you miss a video on YouTube, you might be able to catch it on Facebook. That way you don't miss any videos, any kind of updates. So make sure to check all that information out down in the description below. Now, let's move on to April 12th with the reveal of the 3 Tactical Talent spell card. This card has been under the microscope since its initial reveal. It reads something to the effect of when your opponent activates a monster effect, or if they've activated a monster effect during the turn, you can activate one of these effects. One effect is similar to Change of Heart, one effect is similar to Pot of Greed, and one effect is similar to the Forceful Sanctuary. So what that means, if your opponent uses a monster hand trap during the turn, or say they use a monster effect to negate one of your cards, you can play this and get one of those 3 very powerful banned effects. Then moving on to April 14th, with the Rise of the Duelist, it has been revealed that it will release in the TCG August 7th of 2020, but take that as a grain of salt given how many delays and events have been put off. Then finally, there has been the reveal of new Plunderpatroll support that is going to be in the TCG version of the Eternity Code set, which has now been scheduled to release in June and not May. So that actually about wraps it up. Going forward throughout April, we have a few new information just regarding like the anime, interviewers for like the voice actors, just things like that. So if you want to check that stuff out, it is on the Yugioh organization, where I have linked all the information below in the description for all the cards and reveals, so that you can check that website out freely if you haven't seen it before or if you don't stay updated too often. So again, that about wraps it up for April. So let me know what you guys think of this type of video. Is it very useful? Just kind of have all the information from the month turned into a short video? What do you like? What do you think about the new cards, the new sets, the new archetypes? Just give me all your opinions down in the comments below, and see you guys next time.